All right, let's get into this. This is my post Havasupai Falls trip gear review, or at least like an explanation of what we brought, what we used, what we didn't use. So we'll get into it in no real order. First, paperwork. You have to print out whatever it is they tell you to print out. It's nothing complex. And then when you go and check in, you sign off on some stuff. They give you your wristband. Once we got in, well, as we were driving in, there was a checkpoint where they asked to see our wristbands, and that was a couple miles away from the parking area. So they do check, and there is some sort of security for our vehicles. I don't know how often it's checked, but you at least know that people who are going up there are either people who are part of the tribe, working for the tribe, or camping, and you can probably trust most of those people. In case you had any doubts about leaving your vehicle there. Okay, so let's get into it. We will start with Jetboil. Couldn't have done it without that. Everything we ate was pretty much dehydrated food, and the Jetboil was necessary. We had 2 travel mugs, camping mugs, very lightweight. Also pretty important. Electronics. We brought 2 charger banks. This is the dark energy one, and this was Nightcore, I think it's called. They were both great. We probably, with the amount we had our phones pretty much in airplane mode, so like probably could have charged our phones just with these, but I did bring a solar panel to charge these up a little bit while we were there, and I don't know if we needed it, but it was nice to have it there, especially if we ended up using our devices more. I also had the Garmin 67i, for navigating and mostly for SOS. Headlamps. I didn't use mine. Erin used hers a lot, but I found myself using my Phoenix 7 because it has a light on it, and I thought that was stupid at first, but it actually came in handy. It also does red light, just like those Black Diamond headlamps. Also for illumination, I brought 2 of these Luminade lanterns, which charge solar. They have little solar panels that charge, and you could charge your phones off it probably too, but I don't think it holds that much battery to charge your phone and be a light. But they were pretty handy. We pretty much only used one. Probably could have just done without the second one, but we brought them. We did use both, but we probably didn't need both. So if you're looking to shave a little weight, you could drop one of those. We each brought gloves. I believe, are both. They might be Black Diamond also. They are. We brought those from Mooney. I'm glad we brought them because it was sketchy. There were gloves there, but I don't know. Just brought my own. This is the Dark Energy solar panel, which is really cool. It's flexible. You can strap it to the back of your pack when you hike. I kind of propped it up and had it at the campsite and had a wire running to the battery pack, which I put under the tent so it wouldn't get too hot. Knife. Could have lived without it. Didn't use it for anything important, but mostly just opening things. But you should probably have a knife with you. Paracord. very handy. It is advisable to hang up things, and we hung up our clothes to dry. We hung up our food, our garbage. We hung everything up. So we heard a lot about hanging up your food because there's critters and things that get into your food. We brought odor-proof bags and dry bags, and that's what we used to hang all our garbage. Was in the odor-proof bag. The food was in an odor-proof bag. We also had a rat sack, which keep the squirrels out. So we heard that there's like ravenous squirrels everywhere, and we saw like one squirrel the whole time we were there. I think really there might be raccoons, there might be dogs. Well, it's definitely dogs, and I think those might be more the problem than the squirrels. We didn't have issues with birds, squirrels, bugs, anything. I don't know if we were there in mid-October, so who knows? Maybe the time of year has something to do with it. These cheap inflatable Trekology pillows I bought from Amazon were really light and small, but not very comfortable. Kind of made my head sweat. They're not breathable. They slide all over the place. I don't know, whatever. It's better than nothing. Tent spikes. Sawyer. So we brought 2 Sawyer squeezes. We drank the spring water. The only time we filtered our water was if we got it from the creek, and that might not have been necessary even doing that. There were people that were really concerned, like filtering and boiling all their water, but I mean, it's the earth filters it for you. I say just drink it. This is our first aid kit, emergency blanket, some heating packs, some water purifying tablets, liquid Band-Aid, stuff like that, bandages, ibuprofen. This is Erin's cover, rain cover for her bag, which we didn't need. It was completely dry the whole time we were there. This has something to do with peeing if you're a girl. Cool cloth, I believe. This is sunscreen. We did not use that, but we did bring it. These are 20-liter Eddie Bauer backpacks. They go in your packs, little day bags. We did use these. I think sometimes we use one each. Sometimes we just use one total. They were handy. I would definitely not leave home without those. Extra contacts. Those were in my toiletry bag. We had Nemo sleeping pads, which were I don't know if they were good or not. Sleeping was rough for us. Slipping all over the place. They're hot. We didn't have a lot of. It was hot. Sleeping was hot. Those are kind of top of the line, so I don't know what the alternatives feel like, but I don't know. We struggled with that aspect a little bit. We got the bladders for our Osprey packs. These are the Osprey 2.5 liter. We each finished one of these on the hike in, but on the little hikes throughout the day, that's more than enough water. We picked up 2 of these Helinox chairs, which are the Chair Zero, so little camping chairs. They came in handy. We did have a picnic table, so we would have survived without them, but it would have sucked if we didn't have the picnic table and not these. So I would say I would vote for bringing chairs because you don't know what you're going to get at your site. Long ass titanium spoons for eating out of those stupid food bags. And get some more stuff. All right, footwear. I had my my old Merrill hiking sneakers. They got me in and out just fine. Probably time to retire them, but they've been great, very comfortable, good grip, not too hot. And then I had my Teva Universal, maybe I think they're called. I use these for going to Beaver Falls and all the other waterfalls, and had absolutely no problem. I used them going down Mooney, used them for all the river crossings. This was my solution, and I was happy with it. Aaron brought Bedrocks and Ultra boots. These were like, I guess, fairly lightweight and not too hot. She basically did the same thing, except she wore these down Mooney and then changed into these and just carried these on her backpack the whole time, which also worked out fine. Continuing, we had the Sawyer bags, but we also brought Smart Water because that works well. The Smart Water bottles. Another odor bag, Aaron's visor, tent poles, under the other Halenox chair, the other Nemo Tensor all-season sleeping pad. This was our bathroom bag, wipes, the wilderness wipes, some biodegradable toilet paper, a shovel, those things. Then, let's see, had Aaron's cloth for wiping off makeup or cleaning your face, pack towel. I shouldn't wear makeup, but she cleaned her face with it. My shemagh. My other shemagh got lost. I think it blew off my bag when I got on the helicopter. But to me, this was like the most important thing I brought for the whole trip. Mostly just, it's a lightweight thing to cover up my bald head. In the dust storm, cover your mouth with it. We ran into a dust storm. You could filter water with it. There's a lot of uses. But I mostly just use it to cover my head. Next, Big Agnes, 3-person bike packing back tent. Very happy with that. We ended up taking the fly off because it was hot. I mean, it might not have been, it wasn't hot, it wasn't crazy hot, but for sleeping, it was like high 60s with not a lot of airflow, so we had to take the fly off. Especially with the sleeping pad and everything, like it was too hot for me. We both got Nemo Forte sleeping bags in a dry bag. I don't think I went into mine at all. I just slept on top of it. Once again, those were probably overkill. In retrospect, probably could have left those at home, but I wouldn't because you never know what you're going to get. Aaron's pack, the Osprey EJA 58. This was perfect. Won't go into that too deep. Then I had the Osprey Atmos 65. And let's focus on the things we did not use. Aaron brought poles, and all they did was get in the way. I don't know, we're not pole people maybe. Try them again this winter. But that was annoying. Extra food. We brought a little too much food. Better more than not enough. I guess we didn't really know if we would have fry bread, so there's like extra lunch in here, maybe extra breakfast too. Extra snacks and electrolytes and energy chews, things like that. Once again, better more than not enough. A little tripod. Didn't end up using it. Not at that point. Not during Havasupai at all, anyway. Puffy jackets. Did not at any point feel like I needed that. Once again, mid-October, it was like 80s, and in the evening it got maybe in the 60s, maybe high 50s at some point. I don't know if that's atypical or what, but we did not use our puffy jackets. More electrolytes and stuff. We went way overboard on those. Rain jackets. Didn't need that. It was bone dry. Would we have omitted them? Probably not, because you don't know. So these things that we didn't use, I'm not saying don't bring them. More snacks. I don't think all these snacks were actually in our bag. Some of them were in our van. But just because we didn't use them doesn't mean they couldn't be useful. Hammock. Unfortunately, our site did not have a spot for a hammock. That was very disappointing, especially since these Wise Owl straps are very heavy. They're way heavier than the double nest hammock. But maybe next time. This bag has towels, microfiber towels in it. We did not use them. We swam, we got wet a lot, but we just hiked it off. Aaron's waterproof jacket. Hot hands, definitely didn't need those. But what are you gonna do? You gotta be prepared. I brought, at the last minute, I threw 2 extra power banks in. I don't know. I just didn't know. These were a waste. Didn't need them. I think that's everything. Oh, 2 more things. Bug spray. There were like two flies. We didn't need that. Leatherman tool. Didn't need it. But I was ready. There's a lot of things I was ready for with that thing. And that is everything. My rain cover's in here, but I don't need to pull that out. So that's everything we brought, and a list of the things that we could have technically omitted and had our packs be a little lighter. My pack was pushing 40 pounds, and hers was probably 30 or a little over 30. But we didn't know what to expect, and she wanted to say that one of the things that she would have wish she had brought, was lotion, because it's super dry. I was fine without lotion. I think there was one other thing, probably something stupid. We were fine. We had everything we needed. If you brought everything I just listed, you would be fine. Like, I did a lot of thought and planning into this, so like, I didn't want to go in there and set up camp and realize that we forgot something crucial. But everything went great.